Could you imagine a future where the streets of India are filled with electronic bikes and cars? Imagine the bustling streets of Delhi, Mumbai, and Bangalore, not with the roar and fumes of petrol engines, but with the quiet hum of electric vehicles. This isn't just a dream, it's a possible future that's gaining traction right now. There's a growing interest in electronic vehicles across India, and it's not hard to see why. These vehicles hold the potential to significantly improve our air quality, reducing the smog that so often clouds our cities. They're quieter too, offering a solution to the noise pollution that's become a part of our daily lives. And did we mention the economic savings? With the cost of petrol on the rise, electronic vehicles could be a more affordable option for many of us in the long run. While this future seems promising, it also raises many questions. But that's a conversation for another scene. To understand what the future might hold, we must first examine the present. The current state of electronic vehicles in India is indeed a fascinating subject to delve into. It's a narrative of progress, potential, and the obstacles that stand in the way. Now, electronic vehicles, or EVs, are surging in popularity worldwide, and India is no exception. However, the adoption rate in India is still in its nascent stage compared to global standards. There are a few significant challenges that are slowing down this transition. Firstly, the lack of charging infrastructure is a considerable barrier. Imagine being in the middle of your journey and your vehicle runs out of charge, with no charging station in sight. This situation is what we call range anxiety, and it's a genuine concern for potential EV owners. Secondly, the high upfront cost of EVs is another stumbling block. Even though the running cost of EVs is lower than that of conventional vehicles, the initial investment is quite steep, which can be off-putting for many consumers. Despite these hurdles, the Indian government is not sitting idle. In order to facilitate the adoption of EVs, the government has rolled out several initiatives, the most notable one being the faster adoption and manufacturing of hybrid and electric vehicles, or the FAME scheme. This initiative offers subsidies to lower the cost of EVs and is also investing in the development of charging infrastructure across the country. The government's push, combined with the rising environmental awareness among the Indian populace, is slowly but surely driving the shift towards EVs. More and more consumers are considering EVs as a viable option for their next vehicle purchase. Moreover, several Indian companies are now venturing into the EV space, designing and manufacturing electric bikes and cars tailored to the unique needs and preferences of the Indian market. These homegrown innovations are a promising sign of the potential that the EV industry holds in India. So while there are definite hurdles, it's clear that India is making strides towards an electric future. The journey may be long and filled with challenges, but the destination, a cleaner and greener India, is undoubtedly worth the effort. But how does India's journey towards electronic vehicles compare with that of other countries? As we spin the globe and take a journey around the world, we see different nations at varying stages of electronic vehicle adoption. Let's start our journey in Norway, a country that has truly embraced the future of transportation. In fact, more than half of all new cars sold in Norway are now electric. The secret to Norway's success? A combination of generous government incentives, a robust charging infrastructure, and a societal commitment to sustainability. From Norway, let's head east to China, the world's largest market for electronic vehicles. In China, government policies have put EVs at the forefront of the nation's industrial strategy. The result? China now produces and sells more electric cars than any other country in the world. So how does India stack up against these trailblazers? Well, while India has made significant strides in promoting electronic vehicles, the country still lags behind global leaders. The reasons are manifold. High upfront costs, limited charging infrastructure, and range anxiety are some of the hurdles that India needs to overcome. But let's not forget, every journey starts with a single step, and India has certainly taken those initial steps. The government's FAME 2 scheme, aimed at promoting the adoption of electric and hybrid vehicles, is a step in the right direction. Furthermore, Indian companies like Tata Motors and Mahindra are making significant investments in electronic vehicle technologies. India can learn a lot from countries like Norway and China. From Norway, the importance of government incentives and societal commitment to sustainability. From China, the value of making electronic vehicles a central part of the country's industrial strategy. India is a country of over 1 billion people with growing urbanization and increasing demand for personal transportation. This presents a unique opportunity for the electronic vehicle industry. While India has a long way to go to match these countries, the potential for growth is enormous. With the right policies, infrastructure, and societal mindset, India can not only catch up, but potentially lead the global electronic vehicle revolution. So, what does all this mean for the future of electronic vehicles in India? We've delved into the potential benefits of electronic vehicles, which are not only environmentally friendly, but also cost-effective in the long run. However, we cannot overlook the challenges that lie ahead, such as the need for infrastructure development and the cost of initial investment. We've also discussed the government's initiatives, including incentives and policy changes aimed at promoting the adoption of electronic vehicles. These efforts are commendable and certainly put India on the right path towards a greener future. In our global comparison, we've seen how other countries are faring in the electronic vehicle market. While India may be lagging behind in some aspects, it's important to remember that every nation's journey is different and unique. The road to an electronic future may be long and fraught with challenges, but with the right policies and investments, India has the potential to become a major player in the global electronic vehicle market.